morning, good people. Saturday, December 6th.
5th.
Oh, shit. I'm a day ahead.
It's all right. You know, a day ahead. But we here.
Yeah, we here with it. Good morning. So, what we're going to discuss today is something that's
always been an issue.
Never talked about in our community.
It's been talked about more now.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people who coming more out with it. Like, we get more vocal as a society in general. So, yeah, a lot of people starting to hit this specific topic. A lot of people starting to look into themselves.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're going to discuss black mental health today.
Mental health in general, you know, not even
mental health.
like everybody's like everybody.
Let's not put a race.
We're all human.
Yeah.
So it comes with all of us, you know.
Yeah. You know, especially with, you know, the events of this year and, you know, the election and everything that was thrown our way this year. We have to pay attention to our loved ones. For me, just going back to my military experience real quick, I found it to be pretty easy to ask those difficult questions, you know, with the people or with the sailors that I supervised and whatnot, because ultimately, you know, they worked under me and for me, so I wanted them to be at their best, so that way, as a team, we can all succeed and be on the same accord. And you know, when we recognize that something is going on with someone, we have to pay attention to those signs and ask the difficult question, like, "Hey, is everything good? Like, what's going on?" You know, that alone, you know, would help a lot of people open up and just have that conversation. You know, because a lot of it boils down to them feeling like they got someone in their corner to support them and be there for them. And
that goes back to everybody. Everybody need to feel like they got support in their corner, or else, like, when a human feels alone like that, that's the bottom. That's like the bottom for any human. That's like darkness. Like, it's no point of being here when you feel like you don't have no one you can call, and just like, oh, it's someone that would just randomly, like, dang, I wanted this person to call, and they called me, checked up on me, and, like, you know, like, you see that the universe works, you know, like, so, like, yeah, so everybody needs that, and they don't find that, and they feel like it's, you know, it's just the end. Some people choose different routes from there. They either self-sabotage or, you know, inflicting pain upon themselves, you know, damaging themselves, all types of ways, you know, or just go out and just hurt other people, you know.
To try to escape the pain.
Yeah, to escape the pain. So, I mean, you had something to say?
It was mental health period was taboo for a long time. Like, it was kind of frowned upon because people wasn't really hip to the severity of mental illness. It was like, just get yourself together. What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fresh because, you know, I lost somebody due suicide. So I've been thinking about mental health a lot, and everybody just need that one just one person, at least one person that they could talk to and just relieve their frustrations, you know, out, because it's hard living in America. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. This life, period. You know, and it's hard, and it's real easy to just not pay attention and then just let it go worse and worse. It's better for you to let it out if you have somebody that you're real close to. Not even that, a therapist, you know what I'm saying? Just somebody that you can air out your feelings, you know?
I tell, you know, and I do this all the time, you know, especially on Facebook. I tell everyone, even if I don't know you, like, if you need someone to talk to, like, just hit me up.
Yeah.
I don't gotta know you to have a conversation with you. I'm a social bug. Like, having a conversation for me is nothing.
Yeah.
You know, we all need that human interaction as much as we try to, isolate ourselves into our own, little worlds, that we live in, respectively. But I mean, just knowing that you have someone there to talk to, that's a start towards something, you know.
Indeed. I'll say this. Humans develop like the best trust and loyalty or everything in these relationships when they're able to have a person, just not, it don't have to be, a sexual partner, just a friend to anybody, a partner they can feel vulnerable with. Any person you can feel vulnerable with and be yourself, like, you're always going to have an automatic bond with them. Nothing's going to be able to break that. It's complete trust at that point, because you're able to allow yourself to feel free, liberate yourself. You ain't got to hold nothing, sugarcoat nothing. I ain't got to act like, oh, I'm some big tough guy, or I'm just like, whatever. You can be completely yourself. And now y'all develop, like, the bond, like, is like, you don't know unless you experience it. Like, but I'm sure, like, you experienced it, like, especially with people in the military, because it's only situations sometimes you can get that bond from. Certain situations, time, experience. Like, you don't really get that bond just, like, going to school together with people. You can get that bond, like, experience out there. You got to go through some bad stuff together and know that y'all stood together, That's the only way you get that, like, real vulnerable experience. Because a lot of people too afraid to just, first time they meet someone, they say, hey, let me be vulnerable to this person and not be afraid that they may hurt me. We all do that. That's something we all do.
Especially for us men, opening up and admitting that, something is wrong for us, and I've said this, numerous times before on the show. It's hard for us, because we don't want to be looked at as being weak.
Yeah.
Being fragile. America.
It's actually the opposite.
Right. Exactly. It takes a lot of strength and courage.
Yeah,
it really does.
It does, to communicate your feelings. One, and how aware and like just like intelligent you have to be to communicate your feelings, to articulate how you feel right now. Because a lot of people just get so stuck in like, I cannot explain. But it actually takes skill. It's very impressive to see someone communicate their feelings, their emotions.
It is. I know a lot of different problems that people have as far as expressing their feelings and thinking people don't understand them. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been having their own thoughts in their own mind. When you're not used to expressing
yourself,
them,
though.
you know what I'm saying? You like, is this person going to accept me? Even if
how
you're family,
look at me?
You know what I'm saying? How they going to look at me because I've been a certain way and they never see me in this light. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm glad that I got friends and I got family that I can talk to. You know what I'm saying? Because there's been times where I just balled up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want people to see my side, that other side of me. Like. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, if you want to do something in life or you just want to be able to live life, you're going to have to do that because it's going to eat you up inside. Like,
going to tear you apart.
That's why I really, like, people who I played on the football team with, like, I look at them, like, I ain't gonna say that we close as brothers, but I still look at them as football brothers. Because we was in the field together, and we, you know what I'm saying, and we've been vulnerable together. Like, he seen me cry in the locker room, you know what I'm saying? I want to win that bad, you know what I'm saying? And I'm in war with y'all, so we vulnerable together. I'm hurting, you hurting, we both tired, but we trying to get this stuff together, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that I have that, and then when certain people that I'm cool with, if they want to talk, or just a homeless person, sometimes they just want to, air out, what I'm saying, just they frustrations, and sometimes I just listen to them, what I'm saying? If I don't got nowhere to go, I listen to them because you don't know what that little talk do for people, matter of fact, when I went on Instagram to talk about my homie, this dude from middle school that I knew from middle school, we wasn't the closest, but I used to just, mess with him, you know what I'm saying, show him, you know what I'm saying, there's a different way to do things, you know what I'm saying, but not thinking that he he took that, really to heart and like really
you never know who's gonna take that.
Really appreciate me doing that, and then like he like, bro, you have no idea. He was one of the first people to hit me up, like, bro, you good? You know what I'm saying? Like, you was there for me. I just want to be there for you. And I'm like, wow, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what kind of impression you got on somebody, you know what I'm saying? So taking a little time to help somebody, you know what I'm saying, and just talk to them, it goes a long way. It really does.
And what's really unfortunate about the perception of mental health is, you gotta, America, when we legitimately have mental health issues, which a lot of us do for various different reasons, is looked at as, okay, well, y'all crazy, or y'all
man, the way America, I get what you're saying. The way America even do that now, like some people laugh, like really laugh at other people that are having their mental episodes. Like even like people go on their rants or whatever, just out there, just like you can see what's going on, and y'all think it's funny. Y'all think that person's life is just that expendable. You could just laugh at them and just like not care. They're a human being. Then it comes down to it when y'all do see, them, hurt this or harm themselves. Now you feel that guilt, you feel that resentment in your body. And why do you want to do that to your body? You're damaging yourself. You're gonna be traumatized a lot more knowing that you contribute to something that ruthless.
Yeah, cause I'm just gonna be blunt. When a white person needs help, they get the help. Yeah. They get all the help that they need. They're not called crazy. They're not called, all these different types of things. They get all the help and resources that they need from every which direction. But when it comes to us, it's looked at as, he's just, or she's just another, crazy black girl or crazy black dude. When no, like we legitimately have a lot of things that we deal with that no one else in the world can relate to.
Not at all.
And it's just, thrown to the side like it doesn't mean anything.
And I don't get that because majority, the world know that most black people, we grew up in the hood. You can have PTSD growing up in the hood. Yeah, that's real. You know what I'm saying?
Being outside.
You know what I'm saying?
Not even being outside, laying in your house because bullets come through your window.
You know what I'm saying? Like I seen some stuff that if other people would have seen, I don't know if they would have been able to be good or not. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, and I'm glad you kind of put up on it. People, you know what I'm saying? If you just judge somebody or just attack somebody and don't know what's really going on, you don't know the effect that might do to somebody mentally. You know what I'm saying? Like you, baby mothers taking the child away. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what that's going to do with that man's head. You know what I'm saying? And he loved that child so much. You know what I'm saying? Back to the situation. That's why. Because she did that. And he felt that was what he was living for, and he had to do that. You not thinking about the severity of your actions because you're mad. Instead of thinking, what this going to do to this person if I take his child away, the thing that he's living for the most. That's why I want other people to realize on the other side of mental health, what other people do to other people to cause that. Neglect of parents. You know what I'm saying? My nephew going through that now because his dad not there. You know what I'm saying? Other people
I got nieces like that, bro.
You know what I'm
saying? Parent, father's not around. Young women, got to grow up without fathers.
Exactly.
And to know what type of weight they're gonna be carrying when they get older, knowing that their father isn't around. And as an uncle, I try to step in. They know I'm just their uncle. No matter how much I love them, exactly. They love me to death. But at the end of the day, I would never be their father. I'm not daddy. I could take you to daddy, daughter dance. I'm still not daddy.
All right.
Son, that's like the most difficult thing for me because it's like, I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I love you, and I'm gonna treat you like he should. But it's not like your pops, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not like your pops. You know what I'm saying? I can do whatever, you know what I'm saying? He not going to really receive it as much because he want to hear it from his dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's tough.
We got questions we need answers to.
Yeah.
Only certain people can give us those answers.
Like, why you not here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of different ways you are because of your pops or your parents. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have that, you like, why am I this? Why am I that? You know what I'm saying? People have to understand.
And then you start answering by yourself. That's another. That's the one thing. Like when we're alone, where a lot of people think someone don't care about them. We when we're alone, we don't have no one to talk to. We answer our questions on our own, and that's the worst thing a human can do. Start answering all the questions they have by themselves when they don't even have like the answer sheet or something. Like at least like you need an answer sheet or something. All your options that you could go through on why this is that, you know. Yeah. And you don't have no one telling you that. What you gonna come up with in your head? You're like, oh, they must not love me. Oh, this.
It's no check.
They be better without me. Yeah. You know, be better without me. Mm-hmm. And there's one quote that I want to say that it came from Robin Williams, which is crazy because he committed suicide. He said that suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
It's so temporary.
Let that marinate. You know what I'm saying? It's an issue that it might take some time.
You feel like but
it's still temporary.
Yeah.
You killing yourself, you can't come back from that.
You don't get another.
It's permanent, right?
It's permanent. You know what I'm saying? I just wish I could have said something to my man, bro. If you need to, you know, talk to anybody, make sure your peoples are good. And if you say you need to go talk to somebody, go talk to somebody. Because I don't want you to feel like I'm feeling right now. Go talk to your people. Right. Don't bull jive, go do it. Because you never know how bad they really feeling.
Not even just someone, I say with that. Someone you could be vulnerable with. Someone that's going to acknowledge you, you know, allow you to be yourself. You know, you got to find that someone for you. No, it's a someone for everyone. Everybody ain't for everyone. You can't go out there telling everybody, you know, your information. Of course, everybody not going to handle you right. Nobody cares to handle you right like that. But just know who's there to care and handle you the way you need it.
You know, and, you know, for those people who feel like they don't have family, friends to talk to, those resources that are out there that they can utilize, a lot of times also, we don't know where to start as far as trying to get those resources.
Yeah.
You know, again, going back to my military experience, those resources was posted everywhere throughout the command. So it was real easy to get those phone numbers.
That's sweet.
And take advantage of those resources. But for someone who is outside of that, something along that realm, it's really hard to know where to start. Even though that the access to information is
I would say,
plentiful.
Especially for a civilian, being that you know you're in the military, it's kind of a little bit easier because like you had them posted around. Yeah. Someone who don't have no military, no job experience, no nothing, and they sitting there struggling with mental health and they don't know where to go. They got it 10 times worse. You know, they don't have literally nothing sitting there saying, oh, here's an ad telling you, oh, you can go here if you need some help or nothing. Yeah. You know, you need something. Like you need some type of resources in the community somewhere, some posters somewhere. You know, we do better at helping each other with that. You know, spreading this message that you know we can share this help. You know, there's free resources and a lot of people doing now. A lot of programs nowadays to help people get that therapy and treatment that they need. You know, it's critical for us in our community. Yeah,
it's now it's more of a conversation than it's ever been, and I'm glad to see that. You know what I'm saying? Especially with athletes and all that, with Kevin Love was coming out about mental health. Like, I'm glad I'm seeing that because people need to see. People need to see that. People need to see that because we look at celebrities too much in too high of a light. But I'm glad that some of them are coming out about mental health and getting people to talk about it more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's important. It's just as important as your physical health. because your mental health can affect your physical health.
They all affect each other. But
I've been so depressed that my body hurt. And I'm like, why my body hurting? I ain't been doing nothing but laying down. But I'm so messed up mentally, it's affecting my body. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to get both right. Not just our physical, our mental too. And that's what every race, creed, gender, age, and number.
Stress will kill you quicker than a cigarette.
Exactly.
Honestly. But Scoop, you brought up something, you touched something that is a key part in the cause and effect portion of mental health as far as the role other people play. We have to be cognizant of the roles we play in our respective loved ones' lives. Like what could we be doing to add on to that stress?
Yeah, that's a big one. I had to look back at myself for that one, you know.
Right.
And I was like, man, you know, I gotta even start doing better for my nieces, you know, giving them better messages and treating them better, letting them know that they're beautiful. They are everything, you know, they want to believe they are. You know, I accept you any way you are. You know, I had to start checking myself. So with that is when I had to even look at myself. I'm like, I gotta I gotta do better my damn self.
Yeah. It's another like self-reflection.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's part of it too. You know what I'm saying? When you can really self-reflect on what you're going through. What's the word I'm trying to say? Jesus. Figure out what's going on. I'm just gonna say a simple word.
Figure it out already.
I'm just gonna say a simple word. Figure out what's going on with you, so you can know what to talk about.
Yeah.
Cause I talk to some people and they don't really know what's going on with themselves.
Yeah, they
can't even really express what's going on.
Some people don't take that time to go inward.
Yeah,
they don't sit there.
It takes a lot to go deep into your soul and think about what's going on with you. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot, it takes a real lot. So
some people don't want to face that demon.
Yeah.
That's a demon right there. Like we got that good and bad to us. Our ego is the worst part to us. That's the demon part.
Yeah.
And I know me of myself, my ego, that's my big headed part. That's the one that's gonna make me act a fool, you know, especially you know, so I gotta tame that part of it. You know?
I'm headstrong, so when I believe in something, I believe it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So when I be like, you know, it's kind of hard for me to sometimes self-reflect. But when I was younger, not now. I'm not gonna say now, but when I was younger, because I was like, I'm good. Like I just think it's this way. But then like instead of like, okay, let's break down this disturbingness. You know what I'm saying? Something's wrong. You're hurting right now. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. And when I was able to do that, I can able to, you know what I'm saying, to express my feelings to the people that I can. And I'm kind of glad in the program I was in when I was in school that I had therapists and I could talk to people. You know what I'm saying? Because it was help, even though I didn't want to do it at the time because, like I said, it was frowned upon and all that. And I don't want to share my feelings to other people. But it was good for me. You know what I'm saying? Going through some of the issues that I was going through as a kid and me growing up, be able to now express my feelings. You know, when my pops died, I wasn't able to do that because I didn't know. And able to go to therapy, like, even though I didn't, like, really vent to them, I was able to talk about my feelings and self-reflect so I can go to, you know, my best friend or my mom or my uncle, you know what I'm saying, and express them feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because I learned how to self-reflect. So even if you're not going to the therapist and just spilling all your beans, at least they could give you, something to think about how to self-reflect and how to go about, you know, releasing your feelings to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So we just need to make it a priority.
All right. We're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back.
All right.
Sure. We back alive, baby.
All right, we're back.
Baby.
So before we took our break, Scoop touched on therapists. The thing about, I'm trying to figure out the word. The thing about therapists, the reason why they're so important is because they don't know you.
Unbiased.
They don't know you. Unbiased, and they on the outside looking in.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about a therapist, especially like once they develop a rapport with you,
Once they assess you, once they sit there and assess you and get you, talking, you're able to be vulnerable with them, and you be, direct with them. Don't be afraid to be, vulnerable. Give them all that information. Everything is confidential. They can't, they're not allowed to share that information. They get in trouble for that. They got violations, privacy acts, covering you. So don't be afraid to talk to someone when it's confidential. That is for you and for your privacy.
Right.
It hit different when somebody see what's going on with you and you don't know them.
Yeah.
It hit a little different. Sometimes it might hit, wrong. You're like, but what you know what I'm saying? But
it's scary.
It's good for certain. It's good for some people. Therapy is not made for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of hard for somebody to talk about their feelings to a total stranger. It's probably easy for them to talk to a familiar person.
Yeah.
But
Family members.
like a person kind of like my best friend is a perfect example, because she was like, yeah, I need to go find a therapist. And I'm like, I'm kind of glad you said that, because I've been trying to, really get it about you, and I can't get it about you. And when I realized that sometimes people, they can't be vulnerable to the people they cool, not totally vulnerable, not like all the way vulnerable with people that they cool with, because I cool with you. I know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You not this.
I know how you think.
Yeah, I know how you think. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? They don't want to look that certain way to they, to their folks, to their peoples, but they still want to be able to, still be there. But if they messed up, you know what I'm saying, how they gonna be able to, live life and just chill? So they go talk to a stranger and we can leave all that out, and they can talk to them because they don't gotta see them every day. You know what I'm saying? I come in to air out your feelings, you help me out, and then we go on to my other day. You know what I'm saying? We not friends. You're not gonna see me in that light. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be like, dang, is this really you going through this? You don't know me from a can of paint, so you're gonna be more open and more receptive to how I'm acting right now, because you did not see me normal.
Right.
You see me as me coming to you and releasing my feelings. As me, I see you when you're happy. I see you when, you know what I'm saying, when you on one. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people is afraid to really, you know what I'm saying, go through that. For me, it's just all about, you know what I'm saying, how comfortable I am with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just
you know what I'm saying? I done said some things.
Afraid to say no.
I done said some things to random people having a conversation. I'm like, why did I just bring that up?
Yeah.
But I was so
But you could
comfortable
tell they
talking
okay
to him,
with it.
and we got to rapping, and we just had a nice conversation. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know this person from a can of paint. We just happened to be sitting at the same bus stop, or we was waiting in this long line in Popeyes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For that chicken sandwich. I'm trying to tell you. I'm like, I don't even want a chicken sandwich. I just want a full piece. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? But it just, if you open, you can have any kind of conversation with anybody. It's just certain people just know if you're that type of person. Is therapy good for you? You know what I'm saying? Or, airing out your feelings, you know what I'm saying, with your friends, you know what I'm saying, it's good for you. You know what I'm saying?
never know until you try.
Exactly.
But also with that, like what you were saying right there, it's also another reason why I try not to let people who are actively in my life affect my mental health. So like that whole background of saying, the therapist don't know you, or talking to someone that don't know you. So if someone's not actively in your life, why, if someone like really don't know you, or like you just meet them randomly, or internet, like people arguing with people on the internet and really like just ready to like kill each other. It's like, how do y'all let people affect y'all that bad that don't know you? They like,
at all.
Y'all know nothing about, like, it's weird. It's like, how you let someone get to you that easy?
But check this on the flip side though. A lot of people get solace from going on social media and venting and getting positive feedback. So it's the same thing.
Not everybody can go up there and get it. Social
Yeah.
media is risky. You may get your feelings hurt.
I'm not gonna hold you. When I did that post about my man, it took me a long time to do that because I was just like,
you don't know.
I never did nothing like that. I never cried on camera on social media. But my thing is, I'm like, this is bigger than me. If somebody else can see this and they going through the same thing, they can act better on the situation. You know what I'm saying? So I thought outside myself. And like a lot of people seen that story. So I was like, and a lot of people hit me up saying it was good. And I was like, I wanted that to touch somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want nobody to go through what I'm going through and what my man went through. You know what I'm saying?
You know, and I think, you know, when we're friends with someone, you know, and, you know, we have a good relationship with them after a while, you know, because we may see that they're going through something. And we'll probably be like, oh, bro, like you tripping, man. You good. You be all right.
You be all right, yeah.
But sometimes, like when people do that though, like that's their way of like being afraid to like ask that question, like, yo, like what's going on? Yeah. You know, because like when they see their good man, their boy or whoever in that space, it's like it's a culture shock. It's like, damn, like. What the fuck going on? You know, and they do that in a joking way because really they're afraid because they don't know how to ask that difficult question of like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, or if they're not that close to you, you know what I'm saying? They don't think they that comfortable to say something like that. But what I'm here to tell you is, if you feel it in your heart to say something because it came from where it came from. Yeah. It hit. Prime example. Freshman year. This is the first game after my dad passed away. We played Potomac. It's raining. I'm gonna win this pops. You know what I'm saying? It's raining. We go to triple overtime. We end up losing.
Yeah.
Hugo. I don't know if you remember Hugo.
I remember Hugo.
You remember how Hugo was? He was. You know what I'm saying? He was that hood nigga that, you know what I'm saying, he only cared about himself, you know what I'm saying? But, bruh, I remember being sent down and just hurt because I dedicate this game to my dad. I'm still hurting on my dad. We lost. I'm heartbroken, bruh. I don't know what to do, you know what I'm saying? This dude looked at me was like, bruh, it's going to be okay, Scoop. And I'm like, did Hugo just said that? I'm like, it's gonna be okay, cause Hugo just said that.
It always means something.
I'm like,
when
dang.
That person
I'm like, Hugo just said that. I'm like, son, dang. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be all right, bro. I'm gonna be all right, for real.
Got this.
You don't know what that can do to somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So speak up. If you want to, speak up. You feel me?
Going along with that, bro. Speaking up, I say this, bro. Real leaders know what to do. Like real leaders know when they went through something and experienced some type of pain. They know like not everybody can handle this pain, you know, and they try to sit there and do something. They develop a plan to help other people, you know, if you know, going through that same type of pain, or you know, or just from getting that low, you know, feeling that type of low they felt. You know, once you experience something like that, I think a real leader, you know, starts, you know, developing a plan or starts doing something about that issue, you know, so they can help the ones who may run into that same problem. That's only something someone who's empathetic and a real leader would do, you know. So, you know, that's one of the things we have to start doing at that, you know, if we're going to be leaders.
Yes, sir.
Making that change.
I think the other thing, too, is you kind of just gotta want to put yourself in this space to extend yourself to people, and you know, just want to help if possible. You know, like I said earlier in the show, we get caught up in our own world of what we got going on, not really taking into consideration the relationships we have that make up all of our lives.
Yeah.
And with those relationships, you know, if something is wrong with me and you don't ask me the question, or you don't ask me the question, or a lot of people that I'm close with don't ask me the question, I'm looking at y'all like, yo,
what's up?
What's up?
Thought you was my boy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because like when you surround yourself with people, like-minded people who would step out there for you, you know, and have your back in whatever situations you go through, and then you going through something and they don't follow through. It's like, damn. Like, I stuck my neck out for you. I was there for you, but now I'm going through something. You ain't there for me, so what's up? Like,
yeah, it's definitely
why you around for real? Yeah,
flip sides too, though, because you know, like say like that person going through, you know, a mental experience, you know, themselves, you know, something that's bothering them, and then say the other person that they think, you know, should be checking on them, maybe going through something as well, and so they, you know, both could be expecting each other, you know, to reach out to one another, but they both just down and don't know that both like, hey, I'm down, you down, and we friends and we ain't communicating. So it's always multiple ways you can look at it, like from like looking inside of that, but it's just on communication. Like everybody, it's not even like sometimes that person that is sad. Like I know sometimes when I'm sad and I'm down like that, I don't communicate. I'm not good at, you know, like just saying, hey, you know, I need someone to talk to. So sometimes I just like to be alone, and be alone. I'd be all right though. I like that's how I get my energy back. Just like chill for a little bit, and I'm good. And I'm rejuvenated again. You know, I don't know how to tell, you know, someone that I just don't, you know, like feel it sometimes. You know, like I don't know how to reach out and say that to people sometimes. I feel, you know, if someone asks, I'd be like, oh yeah, you know, I'm all right or whatever. But it's just some things are sometimes just harder to say. You know,
respect. Yeah,
it is. It is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm kind of glad that I went through the therapy and I went through the things that I learned when my dad passed away to open up. You know, sometimes I open up a little bit too much sometimes, but I wanted to get it off my chest because I know how hard, how with that buried, it bury on me. You know what I'm saying? Going through that, you know what I'm saying? You need to be able to talk to somebody. Yeah. That's why any of my friends, I'm like, yeah, what's up? Every time I see a little something, like, what's going on? Right. You know what I'm saying? You good? You want to talk about it? You don't want to talk about it? All right, just talk about it when you get a chance. You know I'm always here. I always tell people that I really, really fuck with. Look, I'm always here for you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can talk, if you want to talk, we can talk. Some people got their own way of expressing their feelings or just, you know what I'm saying, being like therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? Me and my man, prime example, me and my man Meth. We going through something, you know what I'm saying? We can go smoke and play video games. That's therapeutic to us. You know what I'm saying? For us, that's therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? If somebody just wants you to just take a ride, whatever that makes you comfortable and that's therapeutic to you, do that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's more comfortable for you. Right. You know what I'm saying? If therapy for you is going on for a ride, do that. If it's jumping rope, do that. Make sure what's good for you, you do for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just don't try to just do what other people think is good. That's what when I train people at work.
Even if that's separating yourself from people, doing what's better for you.
Doing what's better for you. So, you know, sometimes just people just need to be by themselves. Yeah. And that's more therapeutic when they get, you know, solace. Right. You know what I'm saying? I tell people when I train the people at work, I'm like, look, I do it this way, but I want you to incorporate it in the way that'll be better for you.
Yeah, you got to
you know what I'm saying? You got to develop your own thing. You're like, you see me what I'm doing, but incorporating on how you do things, because how I'm doing it is probably not good for you, but you can take what I'm doing it and mix it to make it comfortable for you. You know what I'm saying? So just don't like the stereotypical way of therapy. That's what you gotta do. You don't have to do that. Whatever makes it work for you, make it work for you. You know what I'm saying? Because we're all individuals and we all think different. You know what I'm saying? Whatever works for you works for you. So find that. That's what I said earlier about self-reflection.
No, I get you on that one though. Like, yeah, like we all develop our systems in our head different. We think different. We analyze things differently. You know, we all do that. So you gotta just learn yourself. You know, look into yourself. Don't be afraid, man. Be real with yourself. At the end of the day, Yeah, well, it's not gonna really hurt. And when you're afraid of something that it don't hurt that bad. It's not like it's just words. It's just feelings, emotions. Oh well, you feel all day. Your senses work. Your body is meant to feel and interpret things, and and learn from them. You won't never learn until you face it.
True.
With being alone, right? It's key that, like you said, Scoop, that we understand what works for us. Mm-hmm. This whole quarantine shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I was telling.
You talk about mental health.
This is what I was telling my barber Devin. Shout out to Devin. But I was telling him, I was like, man, if you don't take something from this year, as far as like growth wise, I don't know what year is going to do it for you. Because
that's a real awakening, bro.
Nah, for real, because I mean, we
teach me a lot of patience, bro.
We've spent so much time indoors in our own thoughts, and if we haven't, as individuals, figured out like what works for us from a mental health standpoint, as far as therapy, I don't know when it's going to get figured out. Yeah, for you as an individual.
Like I'm learning like new stuff about myself, during this quarantine.
Constantly.
You know what I'm saying? Like usually when usually for me when I'm going through something, you know what I'm saying, I like to be productive. You know what I'm saying? I like to throw myself into something, go play some football, you know what I'm saying, try to do something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Doing this, when I got a lot of stuff in my mind, it's hard to me to really genuinely throw myself into my videos. And I realized that. And I was like, you would think I could be blinded by my work and just, go through and it would distract me.
Nah, you still distracted trying to
bruh. You know what I'm saying? Because exactly. a lot of my comedy is truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, dang, like I'm looking back at the mirror like, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to think about this right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? But my humor making me think about it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, so now I got to be good and a clear mind for me to go into this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking,
you gotta be one with yourself.
Yeah, bro. Like I was like, it's a lot of, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Then
you
like
gotta be
the
able
kids,
to accept all the good and bad that comes with your story, your experience, and everything, and be able to dish it for just passion and just because this is what
you feel me. And I didn't think I was gonna have that issue, and the fact that I learned about it going through this quarantine is crazy. And the kids, can you imagine being 9, 8, 12? You in the house all the time.
Imagine those
all
parents.
The time. All
those parents.
Can you imagine all the manhunts that you could have missed? All the sharks in the pool. You know what I'm saying? Basketball, street football, car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You not getting to get none of that frustration, none of that angst out. And you just inside. That's what they going through. Even though they mostly inside generation, they still go outside sometimes, but they still just stuck in the house. I'm like, bro,
it's about to be crazy.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And my nephew, like, I see him. You know what I'm saying? Like he like I want to be by myself. Man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody listens to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, yo. Like, I'm about to take you out somewhere. Let's have a conversation.
Right.
Because, like, we got to work it out. Because I'm your uncle. I'm not going nowhere, Pepper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna love you regardless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So let's figure this out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's crazy you brought up the fact that your work isn't necessarily an outlet for you to, isn't that therapy for you. Because a lot of times, people's work is an outlet for them because they're away from their environment at home or wherever the stress is coming from. Yeah.
At work, it's like
I say it depends on what you do.
Yeah. Depends on what you do.
Because you got to be really engaged into it to not really be thinking.
Yeah, as far as me, like where I get paid at, I can compartmentalize that and be going to work and I'm getting to the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's easy.
I need to pay bills.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When you're doing your own thing.
But when I'm doing something that I love, sometimes most people it can be helped, but just because what I do that I love is a lot of self-reflection.
Yeah,
it's hard for me.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me.
And you know what? And some comedians, they're able to face those demons right away. Some comedians aren't able to do that, and it's all depending on who you are and, like you said, what line of work you in.
Yeah, man.
Because I know for me, like what's therapeutic for me is, working out and driving. Like whenever I'm down and out or I don't feel good, I go to the gym or I get in my car and drive. Or I may read sometimes depending like what mood I'm in. But those two are my go-tos. When I'm stressed or I'm not feeling good, I get in my car and I drive, listen to some music, or I go to the gym.
I ain't gonna hold you. Bro time for me. You know what I'm saying?
Barbershop talk.
Typical bro shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It does it for me. I'm in here. If I have a messed up day and we can have like I've been wanting, we can talk about our top 5 rappers of all time. That will make my day. I will forget about whatever I'm talking about. We gonna have this conversation because somebody is gonna put somebody in their top 5 and we gonna have a conversation with it. We gonna have a conversation. You know how many times with them? I'm like, my top 5. So Migos. I'm like, wait a minute.
Now you
wait a minute, sir. Like, come on.
Yeah, now you're
like, come on. Like, now you're distracted. Like, Migos in your top 5. We gotta have a conversation. Cause why? Come on, man. That's a whole nother category. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, find what's good for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bro time good for me. You working out. You know what I'm saying? Reading the book is good for you. You got what you do. You know what I'm saying?
I work out.
You work out.
Laughing.
You know what I'm saying?
Work out, laughing, and those are things that I tend to. And my music. I do music too, so my music is a big one for me. My music just all the time is just put me in that. Nothing exists no more.
Right.
Music.
I want to go back to that.
That's the lovely place.
Yeah, I want to go back to that. I was a drummer, so I want to go back to drummer because I found a lot of peace back in the day when I used to drum.
Writing.
Yeah.
You talk about drums.
Yeah, I played the drums.
Oh, drums.
Yeah, I used to play the drums, so I want to go back to that because that was real peaceful. But
drums, nice.
Find whatever's make you have peace.
And ask the difficult questions.
Don't be afraid of it.
Don't be afraid,
If you want more, you gotta face your fears. It hurt a little bit for a moment. Your feelings get hurt, but when you realize it, actually feel a little bit better. And once you get off your chest,
lean on me.
All right, everyone. Appreciate y'all for tuning into the show. Scoop, thank you for this topic. It was well needed. We're gonna see y'all next week, back to back.
Back to back.
All right, that's it for today's show. Y'all be safe. This is Spade of Spades Podcast. We are out.
Peace.
Peace.